But what I really want to focus today on is when we talk about getting results, we need to be part of what Jim Collins in Great by Choice calls the 20-mile march. Now, Collins refers to two explorers who wanted to be the first people to get to the South Pole, Amundsen and Scott. And Amundsen marched 20 miles a day. Incredible discipline. If it was a really great day, they went 20 miles. If it was a really awful day, they toughed it out and went 20 miles. Every day they moved towards their goal, 20 miles. Scott, on the other hand, if it was a great day, they'd go 30, 35, 40 miles. Then their dogs would be sore, they'd be tired. They'd have days where they didn't even get out of base camp. And over time, the consequences were pretty severe. Amundsen got to the South Pole, and Scott and his team died. Okay, and that sounds really extreme. But aren't we talking about some pretty extreme stuff for our children? As we talk about the results our children need, what kind of life do our children have if we don't make a 20-mile march towards progress academically and in terms of college and career readiness for every student in our district? So as superintendent, I've been working with the board. We are just finishing up. I'm on my 8th draft, and we've got our goals in place. And we've focused on 4 clear targets for student achievement. And it was really important that we engage in this conversation. We want a target for literacy, numeracy, college and career readiness, and educational attainment. And I really believe we have to be open about what we're trying, because I don't want this to be the goals for the superintendent. I want this to be the goals for our division heads, our department heads, our schools, teams of teachers, down to the individual classroom. I want us all focusing on these same objectives. And so we started with the idea of, hey, what do we need a graduate to be able to do? And we work backwards. And as we're working backwards, we're thinking about targets like a 20 on the ACT in math and reading for all students. Now, we know many of our students will blow this out of the water. But the reason we pick a 20 is because I want our students to be able to go to Dr. Becker's university or college and not have to take remedial coursework. And he's going to talk about the impact that comes in that situation. I want them to be able to get into a local institution like NIU or Rockford University and have a chance to get in. And I think that puts them in the conversation once we get to those levels. Educational attainment. If it's bad for students that have a high school diploma, let's think about how bad it is for the ones who don't have a high school diploma. So educational attainment has to be part of that. So we have to be on track with the credits that we need to earn. And finally, we need a way not just to talk about college and career readiness, but we have 5 ways we're going to allow students to be able to show that they're ready for college and career. They're going to be able to take an advanced placement course, obtain dual credit. They're going to be able to complete the Work Keys certification, complete a national career certification through our academies, or for any other student, and I'm hoping they all will do this, we're going to create a digital portfolio with 15 to 20 milestones collectively that seniors will be presenting before they leave us to show that they are college and career ready. Okay? We're not going to just talk about it like it's some nebulous term. They're going to do things like every sophomore will fill out a job application. Every junior will have an opportunity to apply to a university and write a college essay. These are things that are going to be built into the experience for all students, not just the students who happen to get pushed by a guidance counselor to do it. And we're going to measure these things and we're going to keep score. And